Hi writers, if you need help getting started today, here's one tip that you could use to get started on your writing in your new digital writer's notebook. One of the cool things about the writer's notebook is I can give you tools, and I've already given you a few tools to get you started. But let's just look at one of those closely together. One thing that really helps writers to get started is to consider times that were really important in their lives. For instance, I like to use this little short list, like times I might have wanted something, or I lost something, or I needed something, missed something, feared something, accomplished something. And I'll use this list to just generate ideas out loud or by paper or in my head. And I'll make a little short list of like possible story blurbs. And then I will look at them all or think about them all and think, what would make a really good small moment story? Or what would make a really good notebook entry today? Just listen to how I get started with this. Ready? I'm just gonna go down the list. Times I wanted something. I was thinking back to like really big things I wanted in my life. I remember I really, really wanted to go to this certain college. It was called Kenyon College. But the thing was, is that I got rejected. And it was like the most devastating day of my life. But I'll never forget how that sadness actually was the most important learning experience for me because I learned that sometimes things work out for a reason. And even though I can remember that day so perfectly, it was a December day, I was in Boston, it was freezing out, I was opening this letter outside of my house, and I got so sad. But then, flash forward, I'm so happy about how things turned out. I went to a different college, I made great friends, and I have this whole amazing life because of it. So that's like one thing. When I really wanted something that also led me to kind of losing something. Do you see how I just kind of like thought of a memory and I let that story kind of play out in the air? Let me do another one for you. Times I lost something. Oh, one time when I was in California visiting my family, I had a lot of my stuff in the car. I was so excited to be there. I ran into the house and I gave everyone hugs and kisses, hello, so excited. And I came back out onto the street. And this was in Berkeley, so it was in a city, just kind of like Brooklyn. And my car had been broken into. Can you believe it? All of my stuff was stolen. My laptop, my chargers, my wallet, all of my clothes, even my notebooks for school. I was terrified. I called the police. I went through all of these things and nothing was ever returned. And that moment's important to me because I learned that sometimes what's more valuable are the people. Like, for instance, the community that was around me. That was really, really important to me. My family, my friends who were there to pick me up. So, again, do you see how I use this list just to like brainstorm in the air? I could have written this out by hand. And as I'm working through these ideas, I'm starting to really look for what will make for a good story. Did you hear how I was asking myself too? I was working. What would that like kind of what did that make me do, or what happened next, or what did I learn from that experience? That's a huge helpful tip as well. So as you go through this list and you practice, you can also push yourself to see, well, did I learn something from that? Was there a big takeaway? Those are the kinds of moments you want to grab and put into your writer's notebook as a full on entry. So that's one tip you can use today to help you get started.